what's up, it's Snake here, and in today's video I'm going to bring you guys something that I find really exciting. Today I'm going to show you guys the new features and improvements of the latest update to Screenflow version 3.0. So if you guys don't know, over the past couple of days, Screenflow has recently been upgraded from version 2 point whatever to version 3.0. And I recently went out and bought the latest update to Screenflow, and I've been playing around with it, and the features in it are fantastic and amazing. If you guys are a fan of Screenflow, definitely go out and try version 3.0 already. That's what I'm going to tell you guys right now. If you guys don't know what Screenflow is the screen capture software that I use to capture the screen on my Mac right here, and it also has a really great editor for doing the types of tutorials that I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys the basic features and basically just give you guys a new rundown of everything that's new in version 3.0. So if you guys have any questions, you can go over to the official Screenflow website at telestream.net/Screenflow. I'll post a link down in the video's description for you guys. If you guys are new and you want to buy it, I would suggest clicking buy right here. If you guys want to try the free trial of it, you want to go ahead and click free. The only downside with the free trial is that you'll have a gigantic watermark in the middle of the screen that says Screenflow whenever you export. So if you're going to be doing anything, I don't suggest trying the free trial. And if you guys want to upgrade from the last version of Screenflow, it's only $29. I myself just bought the full version. If you guys are looking for a coupon code to save $4.95 on your purchase, I went ahead and found this coupon code from a website that gives out coupon codes. It worked for me and I was able to save $4.95. So if you guys want to go ahead and try that, I will post that somewhere up here. So you can go ahead and see what else is new here on the website. It's got what's new right over here and all this other kind of stuff. And now let's go ahead and dig into Screenflow. So as you can see down here, it has the icon, which is actually changed. As you guys remember, the old Screenflow icon looked a little bit different. I actually kind of like this new icon a lot better. It's new, it refreshes, and it kind of just looks better. And I like things that look better. So here is the interface. So as you can see, it looks really nice compared to the old layout. It looks like the old layout, but it is improved quite a lot. As you can see down here at the timeline, it has these little things right here where we can actually shrink the size of what the media looks like, and we can grow, and we can also move each track around and actually like change the different placement of the track, which is actually really nice. Because if you guys don't know, if you try to do something that's a lot of multi-track editing in Screenflow, you'd have to manually pick the clips up and move them around, and you could go ahead and distort your clip while doing that. Well, if you guys get Screenflow 3.0, you can just go ahead and move your tracks around, and you can also, I think, like create a new track like that, because it was really hard to create a new track before. And I really like the fact that you can make these things smaller, because if you guys know me, I use a lot of multi-track Screenflow editing, and making these things smaller will actually like improve productivity. And I think there's like a nice little backdrop if you go ahead and move these around. So that's a nice subtle little change. If we go up here, as you can see, we have the option for a new recording, and now we have the option for a new empty document. So sometimes, if you guys know, I don't even use Screenflow for screen captures. I use it for the little pop-up animations that I like to do. And new empty document will basically let you use Screenflow just for its editor without recording to the screen, which I think is really nice, because normally what I do to start up a blank document is I would just record, stop recording, and then delete all the media to use a blank document, and this saves me that hassle. As you can see down here, we also have the standard publish to YouTube option, but they've added more for publish to Vimeo and publish to Flash, and then you have the normal export options here, which I think have actually changed just a little bit. And as you can see here, we have the export options, and we have a new little menu over here for manage, where you can go ahead and manage your presets, which I think is really cool. And so let's see what else we have up here. So yeah, so as you can see down here, there's another little difference made to the timeline. As you can see, there's this little red thing. If we click and drag that red thing, it'll actually just automatically like split your clip. As you know, like before, what you'd have to do is you'd have to go and you'd have to choose split clip at playhead and split clip at playhead, and that would get a little tedious. Well, all you need to do now is you need to drag this thing, and it'll split everything at the timeline, and it'll just split everything down at the playhead, which I'll probably use. It's definitely a nice feature to have. Something else over here is you can notice that we have a redesigned video properties tab over here. As you can see, we still have the same options for moving them around, changing them to the 3D tilt position, and all that kind of stuff. But something that's new that I noticed over here is the position. As you can see, it now has like a grid position of where the center point of the video is, which I think is definitely pretty nice. If we go over here to the audio properties over here, this is actually something that is, like, I generally noticed a big change over here. So as you guys probably know, that I recently take all of my audio from my latest videos and I just edit it in a complete different application. I use Adobe Sound Booth to record the audio, and you guys are hearing me record the audio in Adobe Sound Booth right now. But you actually get some way better audio recording options here in Screenflow. First of all, if you guys know the audio from Screenflow and most microphones, they pick up background noise, which is like humming from the air conditioner and all that kind of stuff. And normally what you'd want to do if you're recording in Screenflow is you would want to export that audio to something like Adobe Sound Booth or Audacity and then remove that noise there. But here, it actually has something here to filter and remove the background noise. So if I go ahead and play the audio right here.
From Screenflow version 3.0, this is just a little test.
As you guys could hear, there was some buzzing from my air conditioner in the background. Well, to go ahead and remove that, we just need to go ahead and filter the background noise out. And you can even choose to choose how much you raise it up. You can choose how much it's removing and how much it's not. If we go ahead and play that back,
this video that I'm using for the
as you can hear, it removes the background noise. And also we have different options over here for processing. We can choose to smooth the volume levels, which, as you can notice down here at the timeline, it'll like raise the audio levels up. So let's play that again.
Example, and I don't know what to say right now. Okay, thanks.
And you notice that's really good audio enhancements for Screenflow. The older version of Screenflow didn't have that, and if I had that in the older version of Screenflow, I might not have gone over to using a separate audio editor, but I'll probably still use the separate audio editor for the sake of time. And let's go ahead and see what happens when we combine that with an effect like Small Room.
Using for the example, and I don't know what to say right now. Okay, thanks.
And yes, as you can see, those are the audio editing that they've improved in Screenflow. It's definitely an improvement if you guys have used older versions, so if you guys have used older versions, then you know what I'm talking about. Screen recording actions, nothing really much has changed. I think that they can change the sound of the sound that happens whenever you click. As you can know that they have a sound whenever you click, but however you can choose the volume of that, and you can choose whichever sound happens whenever you go ahead and click your mouse. So that's a new feature. The callouts, they've actually added a couple new callouts, which I think is really nice. I'm repeating myself, but thinking they're really nice. But if we go ahead and add in a callout, as you notice, there's the normal standard callout, which lets you go ahead and select your mouse, and you can choose the opacity, the blur, and all of that other kind of stuff. You can choose to blur the background, and all that, blah, 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 blah. But now, you can choose to blur the foreground window as you could before, but now there's a new option for freehand. As you can see, we can choose to like use a circle, and we can just do that, and then we can add in a shadow to it, and that's our call out right there. It's kind of a weird call out. You can use a square too, so let's say I wanted to zoom in on the Telestream logo right here, and can I change the size of it? No. But as you can see, I added a highlight to the Telestream logo. I'm going to choose zoom in, and I can choose the shadow of it. I can increase the shadow, and we can choose the build. So we choose a 3-second duration for build in and build out.
Oh no, this is just a little test video that I'm using for...
We can make any part of the screen now have a call out, and it doesn't need to be a square or circle around the mouse anymore. It can be with that freehand tool, but I don't think I'll ever use the freehand tool. I think I might just use the little square call outs, because that's definitely really nice. So if we go over here, there's an entirely new panel over here for annotation properties, where we can add stuff like, if I click add annotations clip, we can choose to add in an arrow, we can choose the thickness, we can give it a shadow and an outline if we wanted to, but I'll just keep the shadow and outline for now. You can choose the different endpoints of it, and you can basically like create smaller little annotations, and they all like work out if you want to like annotate something. And that's really nice, because if you guys know, I've actually used the arrows and clips and stuff in my projects before, but I've had to download them from the internet or just make them in an application such as Adobe Photoshop. But this has them built directly into Screenflow. So let me just delete the annotations clip. We go over here to text. I can't really see any different changes in the text dialog box over here because it's the same text effects. The text effects in Screenflow I figured have always been fairly decent for what application it is. The last box over here is the media in your document, and as you notice, there's now something down here that says zoom, and you can choose how big or how small the documents in your media bin are. So as you guys probably know, because I've been repeating myself the entire time, I work with a lot of stuff in my timeline whenever I'm doing like a fancy edit, and having these big thumbnails over here kind of gets annoying because you have to scroll down and forth between them. But now we can make them smaller, and we can choose more media, and you can make them bigger to see what they are, and that is definitely really helpful and really useful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, these are all the new features that are going over in Screenflow version 3.0. I kind of just rambled through all of this because I bought it and I thought, I'm so excited about this, I'm going to make a video about it. So what are you guys' opinions? Leave your opinions on Screenflow down in the comment section below. Are you new to Screenflow and you think this is cool? Are you a previous Screenflow owner and think Screenflow 3.0 is great? Do you hate it? All that kind of stuff. Feel free to go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.